There's so many different paths available to you in your online master's degree in computer science with all the courses available. So let's talk about picking the right ones and building a planned course of study. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Will. I'm an engineering manager and online master's degree student in computer science. And on this channel, I discuss my experiences with online learning and my growth as a software developer. Today, we're going to talk about how you should be picking courses for your program and how to plan ahead. First, let's talk about defining your purpose. Before you go down the rabbit hole of picking courses, reading the syllabuses, asking for reviews, is to understand what your primary goal and the skills that you want to learn out of the program. Do you want to learn data science, machine learning, software development skills, or cloud computing, for example? Knowing what your North Star is will help guide you along your journey when you're picking classes, and it'll help you avoid the shiny object classes that don't really align with your primary goals in the program. Some programs have defined tracks that have different mandatory course criteria or a reduction in available course pool. For example, in the Illinois MCS program, there is a general CS track and a data science track. There is some overlap in the available courses, but the data science track is more rigid around the types of courses you need in order to achieve data science mastery. Understanding the various high-level tracks in your program is a good starting point if you don't have a primary learning objective going into your degree. Next, let's talk about reviewing the course catalog. The next logical step to you after you've defined your primary learning goal or your specialty track is to look at the course catalog for the program. There are a couple components you want to pay attention to when looking at courses: semester availability, course level, prerequisites, and categorization. First up, we have is semester availability. Understanding when the course is going to be offered is a huge component in how you're going to map out your courses. If you're only going to take one or two courses a semester, it's very important to spread out your course load amongst the availabilities in spring, summer, and fall. It's very rare to see a course offered in multiple semesters. So it's important to understand what courses are most important to you and what semesters they fall into. Try to get your most important or critical courses taken care of early in your program, so then that leaves you more flexibility at the end. Next, let's talk about course level. You may have to meet an advanced coursework requirements, so understanding the level that the course is in is an important factor to meet your graduation requirements. Usually there are far fewer options available for advanced course tiers, so you need to be smart about fitting them into your course of study. Just as a note, the Illinois MCS has this requirement, but the OMS CS does not. Next, let's talk about prerequisites. Well, courses that have prerequisites can really throw a wrench into your planning, because if there's a course that you really want to take but it has a prerequisite, that means that you have to add that prereq into your course plan of study. Once you do this, you're going to have to understand the course level and the semester availability so it can adequately fit into your plan. The nice thing about most of the online master's degree and computer science classes are, if a course has a prereq, it's likely already on your specialty track, so you're going to have to take that course anyway. Lastly, let's talk about categorization. Some programs are a lot more strict and rigid around the course requirements and the area of study required to promote well-roundedness to complete your program. For example, in the Illinois MCS, you have a breadth requirement to take 4 courses out of 4 different areas of study and also have some advanced coursework done in order to graduate. The OMS CS is less rigid and just breaks down their classes into the core classes and the electives. Regardless of the scheme of the program that you're entering, it's going to be very important to understand what category the course that you're evaluating falls into. Okay, let's talk about building scenarios. This is where you're going to leverage all the research you did in the previous steps, and you're going to start building out proposed plan of studies. The simplest way to devise a plan of study is to understand 3 critical components. 1, when you're starting. 2, how many credit hours are required to complete your program. And 3, how many courses a semester are you planning on taking? Once you have those components, you can open up a word processor or get out a pen and paper and start writing down all the semesters you will be in the program. For example, fall 2021, spring 2022, summer 2022, all the way to the end of your planned graduation semester. Now you can start dropping in courses for your semesters and see if you can make it all fit. This is pretty close to working on a puzzle. Some things to consider are make sure you have your prerequisites in the correct sequence, and you're planning your important classes first. I built mine in a Word doc a couple months before I started the MCS program, and I reference it often when it comes time to enroll in new courses. Putting in a couple hours building a solid plan for your course of study can save you a lot of heartache at the end of your CS journey. Having a planned course of study can help avoid chasing down last-second graduation requirements, or being forced into a class that you never wanted to take. If you're interested in enrolling in an online master's degree in computer science, check out my short playlist on the process. See you in there.